Dear students, today we will discuss the antipsychotic drugs. What are the antipsychotic drugs and what is the definition, what is the other name of antipsychotic drugs, and what are the different classes of antipsychotic drugs. Means there are number of certain MCQs related to your competitive exams like that may be pharmacist, GPAT or drug inspector or whatever, as well as there is the again multiple choice question, means objective type questions, and for university exam also like that, give the classification of antipsychotic drugs and define and classify of antipsychotic drugs. Then what will be the answer, that I will explain everything. Okay, then come to the point, that is antipsychotic agents, or these are also known as neuroleptics. What these are neuroleptic and why these are called antipsychotic? These basically these drugs used to manage psychosis. Then what is the psychosis? Means psychosis have a different forms, or the I mean to say character, or we can say different symptoms, that may be delusion, hallucinations, or disorder thoughts, as well as schizophrenia. Means in one word, in a Hindi language, पागल आदमी को हम उसको साइकोसिस को उसको पता नहीं है कि how he is thinking, how what is going on in the brain, means what is the going on CNS. Then that drugs which used to psychosis, that psychosis we can manage by using these antipsychotic drugs. Try to understand hallucination, disorder thought, as well as schizophrenia. Okay, that's why these are also known as neuroleptics. Okay, neuroleptics. Now come to the classification. Classification, mainly these antipsychotic drugs consist of, that is category, that is one first prime category, that is a phenothiazine. How we can understand the phenothiazine and what is the basic nucleus and what are these, we will discuss in the next lecture. But here we would like to summarize, or we would like to conclude the whole drugs of which are used as a antipsychotic. Okay, then come to the first category. As we know, the phenothiazine have a three ring system, but that is a side chain, that is the propyl dialkyl amino side chain. We can easily correlate by some point, by which like that. See, profile. Here is a pro, P-R-O, pro. Then try to understand here promazine, chlorpromazine, and triflupromazine. Okay. Pro, we can easily correlate pro and pro. Okay. Here simple promazine, here chloro derivative promazine, here trifluoro derivative promazine. Then you can easily correlate the promazine, that is propyl side chain. Okay, this is the first category. Second category, try to understand again, alkyl piperidine side chain. See, alkyl piperidine side chain, I must say, I think it is a RID, RID, RID. RID again, here RID, thioridazine, again RIDA, again mesoridazine, again RIDA. Means again you can easily correlate alkyl piperidine side chain, that is RIDA means piperidine. Clear? Means thioridazine and mesoridazine. Clear? Next, the C category, that is propyl piperazine side chain. Here you can say again piperazine. Then again azine, piperazine and azine, you can easily correlate prochlorperazine, trifluperazine, perfenazine, flufenazine, acetophenazine, triethyl perfenazine. Okay, perfenazine. Now, I think you must say that is ethyl pyrazine. You must say the common thing is that that is azine part. That is the azine part here. Azine here, azine part here, azine part here, azine part here, azine part, and here azine part. Means you can easily correlate piperazine. Okay. This is three ring systems. You must know propyl, alkyl piperidine, and propyl piperazine. Okay, these three side chain substituents are different, which give the three different categories of phenothiazine. Clear? Now come to the analog phenothiazine. How these are? Basically, second category, ring analogs of phenothiazines, means these are not in a phenothiazine but analog of phenothiazine. First category, that is thioxanthines, which known as thiothixine. As category suggests, is very similar to the thioxanthine. Clearly, next one, dibenzoxazepine. Oxa, here oxa is word is there, oxa, oxa, loxacine, loxapine, that is oxa, amoxapine, that is oxa. Again you can easily correlate dibenzoxazepine. Clear? Next one, third category, that is dibenzodiazepines, that is clozapine. Again apine word you can easily correlate, that is epine. Clear? Next one, D category, that is other, olanzapine and quetiapine. Okay, we will discuss the detailed structure of these. You can easily correlate at that time also. Just have an overlook of antipsychotics. Clear? Now, third category, that is fluorobutyrophenone. It is a very important category, as good as phenothiazine. Number of times we have seen the question related to haloperidol as well as risperidone, that is in the different pharmacist exam as well as GPAT and drug inspector exam. Okay, try to understand. First drug is the haloperidol, spipirone, trifluperidol, and droperidol, and risperidone. Okay, these risperidone and haloperidol is a very important drug. Generally these are asked in the GPAT exam as well as pharmacist exam and different drug inspector exams. Okay, drug inspector, or we can say inspector exam, or we can say DCO exam, drug control officer exam. Okay, now come to the next one, fourth category, that is benzamides, that is sulfipyride and ramoxapyride. And fifth category, that is aminoketone, that is molindone. Ketone generally known as own form, that's why molindone. Okay, this is all about the classification of antipsychotics. If you any in subject or any different theoretical exam, whatever branch is there, then if any question asked that is related to classification of antipsychotic, just mention the complete this part, you can easily write the antipsychotic classification. In respect of medicinal chemistry, we must discuss the these structures as well as how we can write the core IPC name, or we can correlate the name of their structure. Okay, this is all about that is antipsychotic drugs. Clear?